Hi friends, this is Arun. In this video, we'll have a look at arrays. So what is an array, why you need an array, and how to use it. Okay, simple intro only. Okay, let's start with the problem statement. Okay, I want to add 2 marks of a student. Okay, get the marks of the students and add it. So what I'll do, I'll just declare M1, M2 variables, mark 1, mark 2 like that. And then I'll start programming. Okay, if it's 2 marks, it is no issues. It's straightforward program which you'll do it. If it is 3, what if it is 30 subjects? Okay, so every college student has like minimum of 30 to 50 subjects. It depends on the degree which you are taking it up. So what you will do, you will declare mark 1, mark 2, mark 3 till mark 50 or 60, whatever it is. And the trouble with that is like it will look like a essay rather than a program. Okay, essay with full of marks and numbers. Okay, and not all the values would be used in the program because it depends on the college, it depends on the degree, the number of papers might differ. So you'll have another trouble as well. So unused variables would be there. Okay, these are some of the common problems which you have it when you want to use a data type of certain type, for example, a string or character or integer, but you want to use it in a large number. Okay, in that case, that's where the arrays come in. So arrays give a grouping or a common name to a group of variables. Instead of mark 1, mark 2, I'll call this a mark and say that I need 50 marks. Okay, with the extra symbol like braces. I will look into that later. Okay, so by declaring one variable, all the problem is solved. Okay, one variable with size of 50. Okay, so this grouping is not a new thing to us. For example, in our college, we used to group the people like backbenchers, toppers. Okay, so these guys, that guys, all those things we'll have it like. So that same grouping here we are using it, giving a common name to it, and we'll call that guy backbencher one, come here like that, or else. So we used to call that group guys with the index, right? That's called index. Okay. So the same thing happens in libraries as well. Libraries, you can see this grouping pretty common. One is a comic section, another one is a chemist section, another one is a computer science section. Like different sections would be there, and every section, every book will have a number, and based on the number, you can go and retrieve it. Like so, it will be in the first shelf, second row, like that. It will be you can easily identify. So that is a common grouping. So one row is called chemistry row, another row is called a physics row, another row is different. The same happens here as well. So I give a marks as 4, and instantaneously I get 4 blocks of memory from the OS. Okay, so this is how I do it: int, mark, and then the braces, right? So look into the braces. That braces is what says that I need 4 size. Okay, so within that you can give n number of size. So obviously there is a max limit, but at least you can give 100, 200, 500, all the numbers you can give it. And when you give it, you will get the 5 blocks of memory. When I say your program will get it. Okay, so after that you can use that and access it. So how to access it? Okay, so as I said, array is nothing but a common group of consecutive memory locations share the same name and same type. That is very important. Arrays will have the same type. Okay, because it has to allocate memory, right? If it doesn't know the type, it will be having a trouble. Okay, and every element is specified with the name, common name, and with the index. Okay, or the position number. So index of the first, the typical thing is like array and then the position number. And in programming world, the first element always starts at 0 for arrays at least. Okay, so array of 0 is the first guy, array of 2 is the second guy, array of 3 is the third guy, and array of 4 is the fourth guy. Array of 3 is the fourth guy. Like that it is. Okay, very simple and sweet, straightforward thing. It is nothing complicated. Okay, so if I have n values, it is n minus 1 since it is starting with 0. So this is how you should visualize. Whenever you see an array, you always visualize like this. It's like a whole block of things which is compartmentalized, and every block will have one value. Okay, and the value you can access it like a shelf and then fill it. Okay, one box is for one guy. Okay, array of 0 goes for one box, array of 1 goes for second box, like that. And this is a pretty simple sample code. Okay, here what I'm doing is I'm declaring a marks of 5 marks. So 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Okay, To access this, I can directly do it like a total equal to mark of 0 plus mark of 1 plus mark of 2. I can do it. But because of laziness, I use loops. So loops will do the things, right? I mean, here I'm trying to print the marks only. So 0 to 5. So mark of 0 will print the first value. Like that till 5 values I will be able to print. If I want to do the total, I can say do the same thing, use a sum. Okay. So I'll declare a variable like sum and then add it. So let's run first the print thing. Okay, simple and straightforward code, nothing different. So 5 elements I have, and these are the values which I have. Okay, and I iterate in the below using a loop to print one by one. The loop starts with the 0. Always remember the array starts with the 0. Okay, so that's why people are used to get for I equal to 0 like that. Okay, but it is always general practice to start with 0. Okay, let's go and compile it. GCC array.c -o array.exe. So we got it. So finally, if we run it, it will just print it. The same thing, you can try it with the summation of all the numbers in an array. Find the maximum of all the numbers in an array. Those are some of the sample problems which you can play around with. Okay. There is something called two-dimensional arrays. And one more thing, next we'll be seeing strings. So that is also an array. So count the number of elements in an array. Okay. And then the reverse the element in an array. For example, 10, 20, 30, you print from 30, 20, 10 like that. Print it. And then, okay, another important question, interview question is, what if you access beyond the array limit? So you ask for 4. Okay. And if you try to access 5, what will happen? Array size can be resized. These are some of the